We need Greenland for national security.
We don't do it. Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor.
Greenland. For centuries, it was known only as a vast, desolate island shrouded in eternal ice. But by 2026, the world realized this was no wasteland. It is the most valuable strategic real estate on the planet. Look at the map. Greenland sits at the heart of the power triangle: North America, Europe, and Russia. Whoever controls this island controls the roof of the world. In 2019, Donald Trump was ridiculed for suggesting the US buy Greenland. But by 2026, in a world fractured by energy crises and power struggles, that laughter has turned into
Greenland for
terror.
national security.
This is the story of Operation Arctic Shield, America's secret occupation plan designed to permanently rewrite the global order. Why would the United States risk its alliance with NATO for an icy island? There are three vital reasons. First, geopolitics. Greenland is an unsinkable aircraft carrier. The Pituffik Space Base is home to America's most critical early warning radar system. If Russia were to launch a nuclear strike against Washington, their missiles must fly over Greenland. Total control of this island means the US owns an impenetrable shield right at its rival's doorstep. Second, the treasure beneath the ice. As climate change melts kilometers of ice, a secret is revealed. Greenland holds approximately 25% of the world's undiscovered rare earth minerals. These are the lifeblood of microchips, electric vehicles, and high-tech weaponry. In the technological arms race with China, Greenland is the ultimate trump card. And finally, the new Silk Roads. Arctic shipping lanes are opening, cutting global transit times by 40%. Washington cannot allow Russia and China to monopolize these routes. For America, Greenland is no longer an option. It is a necessity. January 2026. A top-secret executive order is signed in the Oval Office. The US begins a massive game of logistics and psychological warfare.
We need Greenland for national security.
Under the guise of joint exercises, the USS Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group quietly departs Norfolk, heading north. Thousands of soldiers from the 11th Airborne Division, the Arctic Angels, are deployed to Alaska for high-intensity training.
Negative 40 plus temperatures up to paratroopers were going and being
But the deadliest weapon isn't a gun. The NSA has spent months planting logic bombs into Greenland's power and communication grids. A perfect digital siege is set. Greenland is isolated from the world before the first shot is even fired.
How long has the signal been out?
I can't reach anyone outside the city.
The emergency broadcast isn't working either.
4 a.m. H hour. Tomahawk missiles launch from Virginia-class nuclear submarines lurking deep beneath the icy waters of the Denmark Strait. The targets are not people, but infrastructure. Danish radar stations and communication towers collapse in silence under the weight of EMP strikes and precision missiles. Next comes the sky. From C-17 transport planes, thousands of US paratroopers fall like black snowflakes into the polar night. They seize Kangerlussuaq and Narsarsuaq airports
Breach! Moving left. Clear.
in under 60 minutes. In the capital, Nuuk, marine landing crafts hit the shores. Striker armored vehicles grind through the frozen streets.
Maintain interval.
Resistance from the Sirius patrol, Denmark's elite but outnumbered force, is swiftly neutralized by
Echo
swarms
19er,
of
confirm
autonomous
approach.
AI drones. There is no massive bloodbath, only absolute technological dominance.
Order arms.
Within 72
Ready,
hours, the American flag flies over every strategic point. The US declares a temporary
This is an
military
emergency
protectorate.
alert. Further details will follow.
Maana ato ko sa lerpok.
The world's reaction is a geopolitical earthquake. Denmark invokes NATO's Article 5, accusing the US of invasion.
And
Washington
we need it
responds
for
with a
national
chilling
protect.
message.
They say that Denmark was
This
there
is
300
national
years ago,
security,
something with a
not
boat.
diplomacy.
Well, we were there with boats too, I'm sure.
NATO teeters on the brink of collapse as Europe is torn between the fear of Russia and its dependence on America. Russia and China respond by heavily militarizing the rest of the Arctic. A new Cold War officially begins, colder and more dangerous than ever before. Operation Arctic Shield was a military success, but it left an unhealable crack in human history. Greenland now belongs to America, but the world has lost its peace. The final question is not whether the US could take Greenland, but what was the price for humanity? Was one superpower's ambition worth the collapse of the world order? Arctic Shield, a warning from the future.